Hello, hello. We're back. And it's been a long, long time, hasn't it? We haven't done this for so long, it feels really strange.
Yeah, it's been so long.
But we've had a hectic life.
Yeah, we're crazy at the moment.
We've had people stay in our place. We had 3 people living in this room for about a week.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
And
We've
2
just been
weeks
out
of
and about.
another friend. One of those friends staying, and then leaving, and then 2 more friends coming, and then all 3 of them coming.
Festivals, big camping trips.
Summer's coming, so
Yeah.
it's been crazy.
Yeah, we've been crazy at the moment.
And not only these external things happening, but internal things happening.
Oh, haven't we been through it since we last did a podcast?
We've been through it. This relationship's been through the ringer. And that's what we're going to talk about today.
Oh no.
Straight into it. What we've been going through. We do want to keep this podcast going. We love it, don't we?
We love it.
We love sharing our learnings of life.
We do.
And they are very valuable.
They are.
So we want to be as human and authentic as possible about our struggles and our human experience to just help give balance to social media with all this fake attention seeking. We want to bring that balance to give that human experience, the reality of it. And today we're going to talk about the shadow self, the part of which we don't like to show other people. And that is very much lacking in the social media space, is people's shadows that are there, that don't get talked about, that don't get considered. When you're looking at someone online, you're like, wow, they've got a great life, but they most likely have a shadow side that they're not exposing. So then you've got a false perception of life. And then if you're suffering with a shadow or part of you that you're trying to hide, you're looking at other people like, oh, I wish I didn't have that. But they probably do have that. So we're here to just make sure we're giving a true perception of life.
So true. I agree. And whenever, shadow stuff is shared online, it's normally sort of coated in a, spiritual, how I got through it. Rarely, I mean, never do you see the actual experience because no one ever, one, turns on a camera to film it, and two, posts it. So, yeah, so, babe, what's been your experience then?
Wow, for years and years and years and years and years, I've had this part to myself that has never seen the light. It's been with me since, young teens, I'd say. And it's what I like to call like a sexual injury, where I was exposed to some sexual nature adult content at a very young age. Too young to even know what it is or be taught what it is. I wasn't taught properly, what this thing is, what these people are doing to each other, and already I was exposed to that sacred act, but they weren't doing it in a sacred way. They were doing it in a completely obscene way, really. So I was exposed to that, thinking, I know, I was getting these responses from it all my life, and that's just kind of corrupted my brain a bit from such a young age. And through my adult life, it had been running in the background, and I've been keeping that to myself. And in relationships as well, just keeping that. It's been in pain and festering, and it would make me do certain things and things that I'm ashamed of, and I wouldn't tell anyone about it. No one knew, and that's the whole point of the shadow. It is that dark side of yourself that you're not proud of, that you are ashamed of. And if not treated correctly, it's just going to sit there and fester and get worse. And we've just gone through a period of bringing it to the light, where I've showed Lucy it. She is now aware of my
And
shadow.
I'm like, huh.
She ran away, and that's why she's only just come back. I'm joking.
To film the podcast. And then I'll be gone
That's why
again.
she's leaving. The shadow's too much. Too dark in there. But it was hard, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because you were confronted with things that made you feel a certain way and made you look at me different, and it was hard for me to see that change in you as well.
Yeah, God,
It's
I
just
really
like,
did.
why would I even try to bring this out into the light if this is gonna happen, you know? But it has to happen. And luckily, I've got such a great partner who understands and loves. I'm so blessed. So you've stuck it out.
Oh yeah, obviously, love.
Obviously, she loves me.
I love you.
And I love you. And that's crucial. But getting it out feels the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Bringing some light to it.
Absolutely. I mean, I think in any relationship, like, you know, you're signing up to an imperfect person, aren't you? And I think any attempt to portray a false person to your partner, it's just going to end up in shambles, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, although it's obviously hard to hear hard truths or just things that you were like, well, this isn't meant to happen in my fairy tale relationship, but like it is happening. What was I saying? Have I got a smugger?
No. It's a hair.
Doug? I'm gonna introduce everyone to Doug.
Oh.
Doug, come here.
Come on, Dougie.
Doug, come here.
Go on,
Come
boy.
on.
This is our shadow dog.
This is our shadow dog.
This is Doug.
Come here, Doggy Dog. Come and lie down with Mummy and Daddy.
We're just having a little talk. You're featured on the podcast.
Come on.
Good boy.
Oh, that would be nice. That's a nice addition to the podcast, isn't it? Lie down, sweet one.
So what were you saying?
Yeah, although it's hard and it's like this isn't meant to happen, what I'm getting is a real person. I know who I'm with. You know, you're coming to me, you're honest with me, and vice versa. I'm honest with you about stuff that's not easy.
Yep.
And I think because we've both been honest with each other, there's a empathy that can happen where it's like, you know what, when I told you about my shit, you were there. You're telling me now about your shit. You know, I need to give you that same grace, or like, you know, I understand how it feels to be like confused about why a certain element of you is still there when it shouldn't be, or you don't feel like it fits, or But I think for me it, and for anyone, I guess, it can be so easy for your like ego to start being like, what the fuck? Hold on, like, sorry, what? Like, just getting really like, I deserve better, or blah blah blah. Like, it gets embarrassed, and then it gets angry, and it gets defensive, and gets, And I think I remember when I used to struggle with stuff and would tell you, I used to always remark and reflect on how your ego just stayed well out of the way and being like, I don't know how we did that.
Yeah, I remember just it would hurt me, but I would trust like the genuine feelings that you have for me. Even though what you're saying was uncomfortable and like, oh
Sort
shit,
of like, what the fuck?
right. And then, but like a lot bigger part of me was like, no, you are my love,
Yeah.
and I want this, and you want this. You're clearly suffering with this.
Yeah.
You're as much as the victim. Well, you are the victim in
Yeah.
this. It's not that you're doing it to hurt me. It's
No.
you are just having your human experience,
Yeah.
and it looks like this.
So true, love.
It just
So
looks like that,
nice.
and we've just got to move on.
We've decided to be partners together, and this is just what it entails.
We've got baggage.
Yeah.
We've got baggage. We're humans. Everyone has it.
And I think, on the, when your partner does come to you and they're like, no, I'm struggling with this,
Mm.
even if it's seemingly and sort of an attack on the stability of your relationship, the fact that your partner has come in a vulnerable state and gone, look, I don't want to feel like this, but I do.
Mm.
And we can both empathize with that, can't we? We've both been in that situation where it's like, look, I don't know why I'm having these feelings. I don't want to have these feelings, but like I'm having them. I don't seem to be able to control them, and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And that's, I guess, a little bit different than other things in a relationship, like holding resentment, choosing to hold resentment, or choosing to be reactive or be manipulative. Like, these things, I think, when you are struggling with them, you're as much of a victim as your partner.
Yeah.
So nice.
So this shadow part literally made me feel like I was living a double life.
Yeah, because you were hiding it from me for a
Hiding
little
it from
bit.
you.
Yeah, looking
Um,
back, it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. I'm not going to go into the nitty gritty because
No, I wouldn't expect you
it's
to.
none your business. But yeah, everyone can relate if you've got a shadow side and you feel ashamed and you want to keep it hidden, but you know that it's not genuine.
Oh!
Oh,
Sorry.
Sorry, carry on, Doug. Sorry, mate. Sleep well. Good boy.
Carry on, hun.
That's the feeling of getting your shadow up. Nice. So yeah.
Yeah, you had a double life.
Do you know what really helped me as well? Internal family systems.
Yeah.
Like, I've read a very little of it, but it's the concept of it that has actually changed. Even just the concept of it, right? Just the first few pages I read, and I'm satisfied.
And that's all I'll ever read.
I'm currently reading. I'm such a slow reader. I'm more of a sit down and look at things and just talk person. I'm not very much of a sit down and read guy. But that's just me. Accept me. So basically, what internal family systems is that you are broken up into little parts that look different for everyone. Your unique life experience means that you have these different parts. And that part of me that is perverted, let's say, is just that young boy being exposed to it for the first time, not knowing what it is, what they're doing, just knowing that it feels good and it feels different to other feelings. And throughout my life, it just hasn't developed, hasn't matured, hasn't seen the light. It's just been getting what it wants, and yeah, just getting what it wants, and it puts itself before all my other parts sometimes because it's such an intense, pleasurable feeling. So it does take when it takes the show, it's not good. It's just not. It's not suited for a relationship. So my other parts that are more healed and more mature are telling that part now, you need to mature. You need to get through this stage because you're with Lucy, you love Lucy, and you want this relationship. So step up, mate. It's time. It's time to move on.
And how do you feel like it's responding to that?
It's still there, obviously. It's years and years of neglect and just festering and just being a thing. So my neural pathways are still kind of influenced by it.
Yeah, I'm assuming this is the first time in your life that you have not prioritized that part of you, in the sense that in the past, you've gone, oh, I want to do that, let's do it then.
Yeah, there was no barrier. There was no blockage. Sorry, to doing that. It was just it's like free for all,
Yeah,
Like you can just go on a website and get whatever you want,
yeah,
whatever type of thing you want, and and that has just destroyed my brain, my neural pathways to how I perceive women, and that needs healing pronto. And even in our relationship, which is what we were suffering from, just that comparison between other women, and it's just not natural.
yeah. Obviously, I fucking hate that.
Yeah, rightly so.
I'm like, what?
And it just happens it just happens automatic. Like, see a woman, observe, judge, compare. It's like no acceptance of just who they are and what you've got, and you know. So my neural pathways are just fried. They're
Yeah,
just in a way of complete objectification of women, and that needs healing massively. Because my whole life has just been having access to that adult content where women are just degrading themselves to sexual objects as well, and men are treating them like sexual objects, and I'm doing the same thing. That is the energy that I've been brought up in, and that is just it's so corrupt. It's toxic. I need massive healing from that, and it should not be a thing. It's like really bad. It's the devil. So yeah. So when
no,
it
yeah,
does come up, when I do get these feelings, or I'm like driving and I notice a girl, and then my brain goes like that, I'm like, no. I just look away, and it's helped massively.
yeah,
It has helped. It's like the less energy you give it, the less it happens.
yeah. You are having to retrain yourself
Yeah.
not to,
To objectify.
yeah, and to just give that instant gratification,
Mm.
that instant sexual gratification.
Hmm. Because what me and you have is so much deeper than all these like surface level attractions.
Yeah, I
So much
mean,
deeper.
as if this is what I mean. Like, rationally, it makes no sense that you would be comparing me, who you know,
Hmm.
to someone you literally don't know.
Yeah. That's how surface level it is.
Yeah,
It's so
it's
surface
literally
level.
surface level
Yeah.
because
That's how instant, like, it's the most instant form of gratification in a person, really, is there's
it's
the
just
looks.
their appearance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's like the most instant thing you see. And then you've got to work hard to get to know that person, and then you could be completely repulsed by them, you
yeah.
know? Whereas with you, like, I've known you for years, it's had so much time, and it's got so deep, and like it's the most rewarding thing having you in my life. And it's got there's no space for that shallow shit, you know. It's far deeper than that.
Mm,
But it's that shallow shit that I'm caught on because I'm wired like that. Like
yeah.
that's the most important thing. Like women need to look this way and do these sort of things.
And I think it is quite a common a common feeling amongst men. I mean, when you look at like infertility, infidelity, it's probably not a coincidence that it's mainly men. And, men are wired to seek variation in sexual partners, I believe. If you were to see us as animals, then it would be advantageous for men to have variation in sexual partners.
Do you see us as animals?
No.
Got it. Joking.
Well, I think humans can be animalistic, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think that's what me and you are sort of striving
Not
towards.
at all.
Um, and I think I think for a man it probably is much more of a active effort than it is for women to maintain sexual attraction and sexual spark and towards one woman their whole life.
I think the only reason because of that is porn.
Yeah,
Genuine.
maybe, but I mean, I'm sure like back in the day as well, that probably would have been an issue before
Mate, back in
porn.
the day there was porn as well.
What?
I don't think it's just like a
I like prostitutes and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, but it's been created because it's not like porn just appeared out of nowhere and created an issue. Like porn exists because that thing is an issue.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? That industry is able to thrive because
Mm.
you know, particularly boys, although women obviously watch porn too. Particularly men, engage in that sort of
Mm.
that gives their you know that side of them a big hit, doesn't it?
Mm.
But I do think that the porn industry has, created a worsening effect of that sort of objectifying and sort of having everything at your fingertips, being able to watch anything you want at your fingertips when, you know, back in the day you would have just been exposed to the females that you saw in your life and therefore wouldn't have had an unrealistic expectation of what women look like, and
The women were more covered up back then as well.
yeah, they weren't so
Like
sexualized.
even as early as like the 70s, the
Yeah,
60s.
yeah. I mean, women being sexualized is a big thing, isn't it? I mean,
Like casual wear, they'd wear more.
when we went to the festival, there were so many females that were like
Basically naked.
basically naked or in like in sort of a lingerie type, like clearly like being sexy, and it
Mm.
was very sexy. They looked amazing.
I
Um,
was saying how hard it is as a man to like
but
to
obviously,
see
yeah,
that,
it's
and not get
normal.
activated by that.
Yeah, yeah. Like if a woman's trying to make you feel like they're sexy,
Mm.
then you'll probably think they're sexy, won't you?
Mm. Yeah. So what you're doing right now?
No,
I was gonna say I was working.
no, I didn't even try.
So yeah.
So yeah, I just think, God bless to anyone.
God bless everyone, especially our Dougie.
So yeah, I think relationships are tough, And yeah, I've spoken to my friends about this, when it was kicking off, obviously confided in friends, and on the surface you can be like, what the fuck? Like, red flag, ding 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 ding, But I think, like, in my hearts of hearts, it's like, this is just a reality of two deeply honest and deep. No, I'm not going to say deep. Just honest and partners.
Yeah, we want our futures to be together. So whatever we're suffering with, it's important to address them,
Yeah,
because there's going to be a point where we're going to have kids, and like we kind of need to have ironed out all these aspects
little
as much
kinks
as
and
we
winks.
can before we bring another life, because that a life needs to have stability,
Yeah,
and
we
these
can't
parts of
be,
us aren't stable.
having big fallouts.
No, because they're built on like fragile ground.
Yeah,
So
and I
it's
think,
really important to
yeah,
work on these things.
the whole, philosophy of, the grass is not greener elsewhere, it's just green where you water it. And it's not like I'm gonna find anyone that
No.
is more for me than you.
Mm-hmm.
That's a for sure. But I have to be able to accept you as you have accepted me,
Mm-hmm.
And Doug,
Dougie.
Doug has to accept the most out of all of us, I think.
You're Shoki, what do you have to say? What do you have to say about that?
Tuwag. You are just the sweetest little man.
Alright, that's enough now.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
So that's, our shadow selves, and that is so important to just confront your partner with it, even though it's very scary.
Yes,
But
Squarey.
if you lay it out in a way that you are a victim to the shadow, and you may be, completely living in the shadow and just enjoying it as well, like, and not giving a shit about how it is, but ultimately
It will come
it will
and
come
find you.
when it's really affecting your relationships.
You will have to make amends at
Yeah.
some point, whether it's after something you can't come back from,
Yeah.
or whether it's before and you call it out before.
Yeah, just lay it out in a way that's like, everyone does have a shadow. It is part of everyone. Everyone's not just a clean person.
No.
So
And I think also what's important, which we haven't mentioned, is if you are coming to your partner with this big issue and you're like, this isn't good,
yeah,
you have to show that you're actively working on
yeah,
not engaging with that.
yeah.
I had to put in a lot of work, didn't I? And,
Mm,
I would
you did
consider
put in,
myself out the other side.
yeah. Now I'm putting in a lot of work.
You have to put in the work.
Mm-hmm. As long as the other part, as long as you're satisfied with the work, because that's literally what it signifies as well. Is like when I do expose my shadow, that is what I'm signaling, is that I am now done with it and I want to work on this and
Yeah.
and heal from it.
Yeah, you're bringing it to the relationship
Yeah.
rather than it being something that could hinder the relationship. You're allowing the relationship to be the healer of that thing.
And that's literally what, you know, some people have affairs and that's their shadow self.
Mm.
Like, as much as justified as it feels itself, it's still wrong to do that to the person you're committed to, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, they exist, and
Commitment rings, a verbal commitment do need to mean something.
absolutely.
They mean, they mean to me that I'm not just gonna fuck off at a hard area. It means to you that you need to genuinely be working towards aligning your whole self towards that commitment. You know?
Yeah.
She got a ring on her finger.
She's so stable, this one.
Stable?
Yeah, you ain't going anywhere, are you?
No. But
And
that
neither,
doesn't mean
and
you
neither am I.
can...
You're so
we
lovely.
trust each other.
Yeah, we do. I want to be the best person for you.
And vice versa.
Yeah. And my shadow cannot live within this relationship.
No.
It needs to be healed.
It has been healed.
It is being healed. So amen to that.
Amen. Have a good day, everyone.
Bye.
Remember to talk to your friends and family.
And get yourself a Doug.
You want to say bye to everyone? Do you want to say bye to everyone?